It's just another cold day in Texas when my pants come down and my junk jumps out. Doo 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 doo. Anyway, speaking of being caught with your pants down, I for the love of fuck, I don't get it. I don't get it. No, first off, there won't be any spoilers here because I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole. But for the love of God, why? Why is Mario Odyssey getting 10 out of 10? Why? Why? Now, before I go any further, the issue that I have, and it's pretty. Well, actually, there's two issues that I have. One, I'm not a big fan of any of the levels. They suck. Every one of them suck. The early part of the desert one was it's okay, but everything else just sucks. It's just, I don't know. It's something about it. It's not working for me. But it's a minor gripe. Well, no, actually, it's not a minor gripe. It's a big thing. It is a big thing. I'm not a big fan of any of these levels. None of them are working for me. None. The one on the beach is kind of eh. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm not a fan of these levels. They're not doing anything for me. But my biggest, holy God in the morning, my biggest issue is what is with the fucking controls. These are some of the single worst controls I've ever played on a Mario game. Like, ever. They're horrible. Now, if people want to adhere to mediocrity and they don't want to acknowledge, oh, it's Mario and it's Nintendo and they can do no wrong, I don't know, man. Something is not right. Now, I was doing okay, and then we got to the Luncheon Kingdom, and which Nintendo's shown that off numerous times. Every part of that level just sucked the life out of it. It just sucked every bit of enjoyment that I was having up to that point, because everything that happened, like there's this one I don't think this is a spoiler, but maybe mild one. But there are certain sections where you don't have the cap. You don't have Cappy, and you have to kind of run through, kind of like what they did with that other Mario game, where you didn't have Flood. Oh yeah, Mario Sunshine. That's what it was. It's similar to that. Everything about that kingdom just went out of its way to prove that the controls and the camera, holy my Christ, are you kidding me with that camera? So, I mean, that camera's got so much lead in its ass, it can't even keep up half the freaking time. I mean, that is one of the... Now, I've played worse. I've seen way worse cameras. So, I'd give the camera about a 6 out of 10, if you're going to be honest about that. But the camera just does not pick up the freaking... There is so much lead in the camera's ass, it's not even funny. And then you've got these stiff as dick controls. You have no control over movement when you jump. And then you've got these rotating platforms, and when they move, if you don't move just right, they will literally fling you across the fucking map. They will literally, well, maybe not that far, but like you go to jump to the next one, and the thing turns, it will literally push you off course, and you will die. Now, to be fair, I will be fair about this. I do not have a Pro Controller yet, and I am using that stupid Joy-Con grip. That could be 99% of the problem, because I still have the original, so the left Joy-Con is a piece of trash, which I think they did fix later. So that it could be that, and I'm willing to maybe say that, but the experience that I've been having with this, straight garbage. I can't. I can't. I don't know. Everybody's, it's the greatest thing ever, man. 10 out of 10, man. I ain't seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. And like I said, between the level design and the camera, which that is not anything to do with the Joy-Con grip. Okay, I could maybe see, because I'm telling you, oh my God, there's this one section where you have these bullet bills and you have to take control of them. And of course, everything's got to be inverted. So I turn left. He smacks into the wall on the right. I move right. He smacks into the wall on the left. It's just constant. So I had to reset all that stuff. Fix all that stuff for whatever reason. And it's just cumbersome. It was just cumbersome. Now, it's been a while since I played Mario 64. But another thing, I'm telling you right now, anybody who's comparing this game to Mario 64 has got serious brain damage. I mean, just straight up fucking brain damage. Now, hint of a spoiler, there is a possible... how do I say it? Thing toward the end. Which I don't know, because I haven't got to the end, so I could be I'm speculating on what I think. Well, I did see the one thing through a painting, but I don't want to get into that. So, I mean, there's a slight nod to Mario 64. And that's all I'll say on that. But as far as that goes, comparing it to Mario 64, really Mario 64's biggest issue, again, was a control issue. It was the controller. And, you know, you had to get used to the N64 controller. Which I didn't have a problem with it, necessarily, because, you know, it is what it is. But, again, for the love of God, I don't see how people are all nostalgic and shit, and they're like, oh, the Switch is so good, and Mario's so great, and it's a 10. No, it ain't a 10. I'm sorry, this game is not a 10. I'd give it a 9. I would. Hell, I'd even give it a very high 9. I'd give it like 9 plus. Okay, it ain't 10. I'm sorry. This camera and the level design. I don't like it. I just something about it. Like, again, you look at Mario 64. You had these little bite-sized worlds that were unique. They were interesting. These worlds are just. There's like no symmetry. There's no order. There's nothing. There's like no. I don't even know how to describe it. There's no. Will you get off me, dog? I'm gonna punch you in the dick. You don't, dude. You're pissing me off. Get out of the blanket. You wanna get on the blanket? And get the fuck off me. Don't even come anywhere near me. You're pissing me off. But I don't know what the problem. I don't know what it is. But again, you look at Mario 64. It just, I don't know. There's like no structure there. It's like, oh, just jump over. It's one of the biggest problems that I did have with Galaxy, and everybody loved Galaxy. I didn't hate Galaxy. Don't misunderstand me, but it's just, I don't know. There's something about the way it's designed. Again, you look at Mario 64, if that is the ultimate goal, the ultimate key to what everybody wants to relive, these levels did not adhere to that. They do not even come close. Another thing, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the music. I think the music sucks. Now, I will say that I loved the freaking first bit of music you hear. Again, I won't spoil it, but when you first start to play in the area that they give you to play in, I love that. Whatever that soundtrack is, I absolutely love it. It's got hints of Danny Elfman. It feels like, it almost feels like Nightmare Before Christmas kind of a thing. It's got this really cool tone to it. It reminds me of Fable a little bit, because Danny Elfman did that too. Whoever did that was really good, but the rest of the music just doesn't work for me. It's not bad. It's just Just, I don't know. Like, for example, you got the desert theme, and you got the little poncho and you got the little cowboy hat, and the music should be kind of westerny, and it just, I'm not hearing it. It's not western. It actually feels completely out of place. It feels completely out of place. In fact, there's a theme to another level, I think maybe 2 or 3 levels after that, that if they had done it properly, had actually, done it in a certain, like, twangy kind of, almost Clint Eastwood kind of a movie feel, sound, would have fit better. It's just, I don't know. The music was kind of all over the place, too. Now, again, these are all nitpicky things. These are, like, oh my god, this game sucks, it's horrible, don't buy it. I'm not saying that. Absolutely buy it. But a lot of people are just giving it a free pass. I mean, there's definitely some issues that need to be discussed, because, like I said, the camera is garbage. And I was having moderate fun up until the Luncheon Kingdom. That whole kingdom, I just, if they could delete it off my file, I'd be happy. Just delete every part of it. Just get rid of it. Awful. I hate that. It's just, ugh. In fact, I don't even want to go back to it. It's so sucky. But yeah, level design and music, just, they're kind of, I don't know, they feel kind of amateur hour, to be honest with you. They really do. They feel very amateur hour. It's like every world has there's no, now I will say, New Donk City is probably one of the better areas. The early part of the desert is one of the better areas. Again, these are ones that you've seen. I'm trying to think, there was a cool level, and it wasn't a level, but, and this is a spoiler, I'm not going to say what it is, but there was a cool area with a certain particular thunder boss. I thought that was kind of cool. It was definitely different, which I would, actually, you know what? I think there may have even been an Easter egg to, no, shit, there was. Holy crap, that was an Easter egg to Super Mario World. Oh my god. Anyway, I definitely won't spoil that. But yeah, I found it really freaking, because when I saw it, I was like, this looks familiar, and I'm like, holy crap. That's actually pretty damn cool, now that I think about that. That was cool. There's a really cool Easter egg. And it is an Easter egg because there's nothing to do there, at least that I know of. Because it's a tiny little area, and there's not much there. But, well, actually there is something there, but I don't know if I couldn't get to it. Anyway, I'm not going to spoil it. It's a cool little area now that I think about it. And it's a complete Easter egg to a certain aspect of Super Mario World. But yeah, level design is kind of annoying, just collectively, because maybe it's because the controls to me are very stiff, and like you do not have control over your jump. Like if you jump, you can't like pull back, or it's like no, I don't know. I'm not happy with that. Because it could be more fluid, and it's not. That bothers. But again, it could be the controller. It could be the Joy-Cons. Don't even get me started with the motion control stuff. Whatever. So, if I had a Pro Controller, it might not be an issue. So, basically, my biggest issue here might not actually be a real issue. Well, it's a real issue to me, obviously, and probably an issue to a lot of people who have that shitty left Joy-Con that freaking has to keep syncing every 13 seconds, like every 15 seconds. God, that thing is annoying. And it's just, oh my god. But they have it set up where you're supposed to play with the Joy-Cons. They want you to play with the damn Joy-Cons. And now I'm playing with a grip, but even still, there's still, I don't know, man. There's still some clunky shit going on there. There's some legit clunky shit going on. And I really think people need to discuss that. I don't know if they can patch that shit out or fix it somehow, but they need to definitely rethink it. Especially when you get to Luncheon Kingdom. Because that kind of... I mean, believe me, I don't want to try. When I first started this, I was like, holy shit, this is great. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But then as I played it, it's like, there are some legitimate blaring issues, and I'm not hearing people talk about them. I'm not hearing people say, you know what, the controls are a problem. Now again, maybe it's just me. It could very well be me, and I will admit that. But if anybody else is using the same controller setup that I am, and they don't have new Joy-Cons that have been fixed, and they have the old ones, it's probably a problem. I'm probably not the only one. Now, I haven't dropped $80 to buy new Joy-Cons, and I haven't dropped $70 to buy a Pro Control. Although I am a little bit pissed. This is a little bit off topic, but I purchased, or tried to purchase, let's put it that way, from Amazon the corded Zelda controller. That thing looks badass, by the way. And it was supposed to be out, what was it, like 3 weeks ago? Well, it did. They didn't get it. They didn't have it. So they basically kept holding $30 of mine hostage because they kept saying, "Oh, we'll let you know when it comes out," and blah blah blah. So after about a week, I was like, "Screw it," and I canceled it. And then of course I go on YouTube, and every freaking YouTube nerd got a free copy of one. Yet me, I'm trying to buy the damn thing and I can't. Oh, God, that irritates me. I'm trying to give them money, and they're like, no, we're going to give it free to a bunch of YouTube nerds, you know. And half of them don't even give a damn. Half of them are, we'll give it away. We'll give it away as a freebie. And I'm like, kiss my dick. Kiss my dick. I want that fucking thing. I'm willing to give money to it, and yet I can't find it because Amazon had like 3 copies of the freaking thing because Nintendo gave I mean, seriously, if they made like 100,000 copies, they probably gave half that, if not 99% of that, to freaking YouTubers for free. Why don't you send one to me, Nintendo? Fuck you. That's probably why they don't send it to me, because I just tell them fuck you, but whatever. Hey, I could be whitelisted. Believe me, I could kiss that dick like nobody's business. Nintendo the greatest thing ever. Now they've been talk like this, and all the little kids could be really happy, and they're like, Mario's great. This is the greatest game ever. It's 10 out of 10. No flaws ever. Go buy Mario Odyssey. I could do that. I could fucking do that all day. I could talk like that all day because I'm an asshole, and it's what I do. I could do that for the rest of my life. I could. I choose not to. God. But, yeah, I love that opening sequence. That music in that opening sequence. I might actually download that because I like that song. That music, whatever the fuck it is. Music, song, whatever. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. This is the opening. I was like, holy. But then the rest of the music just didn't live up to it. And like I said, some of it just feels completely out of place. It doesn't even... Like, there was no real... Because Nintendo is very, how do I say it? Archaic. They are archaic. And borderline racist, too. I mean, they're old school and they're borderline racist. Like, you know, blue hair, blonde eyes kind of a racist type stuff, you know. You know, because they're very stereotypical, you know. The fat little plumber, you know, you know, they're stereotypical. Which is not necessarily bad, but... So I was a little disappointed when I saw that the Desert Kingdom... you get away from me, I'm gonna punch you in the dick, dog! No! I want nothing to do with you! Go away! What was I saying? Alright, come here, give me a hug. Give me a hug, you lay here. You lay here, I'll punch you in the dick. No, I will punch you in the dick. No, I will punch you in the dick. Dude, God damn it! You made me drop my tablet, you motherfucker! I'm gonna punch you so fucking hard. Get out of my face, dude. All right, come here. Lay down. Sit. Daddy's doing a clip. What was I saying? Oh, the music. The stereotypical music. Like, I was expecting, you know, some sort of like, you know, some sort of little like cheesy Western Mexican kind of vibe. You know how they have that I don't even know what you call it, but it's like that typical Western theme that you would hear everywhere. And they've done it before. Like, for example, Twilight Princess, when you get into the what is that stupid whatever that little hidden town is where the old woman's waiting for you. She's like the only one there, and it's a little Western theme. That kind of music, that kind of like, you know, El Dorado kind of shit. I was expecting something like that. I was kind of hoping for something like that, because it would have totally... I mean, you got him running around in a beaner suit. I mean, it's what it is. I mean, it's what it is. It's not me being racist. That's what it is. He's got the little sombrero. He's got the little poncho. I mean, it's blatant, you know, like stereotypical. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger. It is what it is. And yet the music didn't follow suit, which is that's just, I'm sorry, that's annoying. I mean, if you're gonna be stereotypical, then be stereotypical all the way. You can't just be partially stereotypical. I don't know, man. I will say, the outfits are not doing it for me. Like Zelda Breath of the Wild, I love the outfits. It's like, just, I had to get every single one of them. It's like, or these, it's like, you know, like, Like, obviously you want the Mario nipples. You want the little shorts. You know, The rest of them are kind of, it's like they're not doing anything for me. Because, well, I think 99% of the problem is they showed every single freaking one of them off. I think they've showed every single one of them. I don't know if there's any unique ones that we haven't seen yet. I haven't seen any yet. No, actually, that's not true. There was a crappy one. The very first set you get is just complete trash, complete garbage. Like, you're never gonna wear that. Anybody who wears that is no. You would wear it to troll, basically, because it's just stupid. It's just dumb, and that's really the only one I don't think I had seen. Maybe they showed it, but I don't know. I didn't see it. They showed every one of them off. So it's like, oh yeah, there's that suit again. Oh yeah, there's that one. Oh, he's dressed like a chef. Okay, yeah. It's like, come on, man. It's like, and I'll tell you one thing: they showed off way too much of this game. Because I'm running through and I'm like, oh, I know where that is. That's around the corner. Oh, that's over here. And I didn't really follow it that much. I watched, a little bit here. I watched E3 stuff. I watched, a few things here or there. But it's like, oh yeah, that's around the back. That little seed goes over there, and that little thing's over here. It's like, And I was secretly hoping. Now maybe it does. Maybe it does. 'Cause I haven't beat it yet. Although I'm in the final area. Maybe each kingdom opens up more. Maybe, I don't know. But like right now, I don't like the feel. It's just not doing it for me. It feels very amateur hour to me. I'm sorry. And the boss battles are, God, they're boring. I mean, they're just boring. Nintendo had a heyday around the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, Majora's Mask kind of thing, around that time. Where I was like, all the bosses they were doing were just great. Like, they could do no wrong with boss battles. And now it's like, oh, gee, jump on his head 3 times. Blonk, blonk, blonk. And that's the end of it. Dun, 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 star. It's like, come on. You can do that, but it's just, ugh. Then you got these stupid rabbit things, whatever the frick they are. They're boring as hell. I would have rather had the Koopa kids. I know everybody gets tired of them, but I would have had those guys. At least, it would have been cool to see them. Instead, you get these wannabe Rabbids. Which, the reason I don't like that is because we just had the Rabbids game. So you got the Rabbids game and you got these goofs, and it's like, okay, it's a little bit overkill there. You know? I mean, I would almost equate that to, like, 3 years of jetpacks in Call of Duty. It's like, no, too much, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just... The exploration isn't as good as I think it should be. Like, there was just something about Mario 64. Just when you first start and you just run and you climb the tree, it's just there was a sense of wonder there. There was a sense of awe. And it's like magic. Like as a kid, no, I wasn't a kid at the time, but it was this great, like, holy shit, this is, well, it was, it was our first romp in 3D, not, whatever. But, so yeah, there was that. But then you got a game like Zelda 64 there, Ocarina of Time, and you get out on the Hyrule Field. I remember that freaking night. I can remember that night. I'll remember it the rest of my life. I'll probably die tomorrow, but that's neither here nor there. Playing that game for the first time, going from the SNES to that, and seeing Link just run, and he's ready to go into the Hyrule Field, and that damn owl, creepy son of a bitch, looking down at you like a son of a bitch, and he won't shut the hell up, and you gotta like click the damn thing to get him to shut the hell up, and then you get on the Hyrule Field, and you're like, holy shit, this is huge. It was gigantic at the time, and you're like, whoa, and then after about 5 minutes, you realize there ain't a damn thing out there. There ain't a damn thing out there. There's those little propeller guys. I think there's like 5 of them. That's about it. And a fence you could jump over. That was about it. And maybe you see a little gay running guy. That was about the extent of what was out there. But that was, dude, I remember that was so freaking cool. Now I know you can't capture that kind of shit ever again. That shit's just not gonna be a thing. But oh god, this game just does not do it. Now, I'm not saying it had to do that necessarily, because obviously you're not going to be able to ever capture that again. But like, I'm trying to picture, like, if this was my first Mario game and I was a kid. I don't know. The level design is just not that good for me. But again, you people want to contrast it to N64. Oh, this is N64 successor. Maybe, but it's not as good. It is not as good. I mean, again, I'm picturing that Bob-omb Field level. It's just these bite-sized little playgrounds. These are not bite-sized playgrounds. They're not. They're boring. I mean, especially you look at Luncheon Kingdom. I don't consider that a playground. I consider that more like a torture chamber. That level sucks ass beyond recognition. I don't even like it. And a lot of this stuff, I didn't really see a point to. Like the very first area that you start in, again, no spoilers, but there's these little lampposts and you can turn them on. Well, unless I missed one, they didn't really do anything. I thought, well, shit, and run around, flipping them all on. Maybe there was some I missed, but I don't know. I kind of missed the interaction to the world. Like there was just, again, Mario 64. You had that chain chomp, and you had to stomp on the little peg, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, bloop, and he knocks out the gate, and you go get, and then you have to run up the hill, and then it's just, oh my god, it's great. It was great. This game does not do any of that. It's like, here's just this open area with a bunch of jumping, bunch of crappy platforming because the camera is suck, the Joy-Con is suck, and struggle through it. That's what it feels like. It feels more like a struggle, a snuggle with the struggle, basically, is what it feels like. Rape is what it feels like. Yeah, I just compared Mario Odyssey to being raped. I did. Especially that damn Luncheon Kingdom. I hate that. Oh my god. I do like the little, what the hell are those? little lava bubble guys that you can capture. I like them, except they can't jump for shit. I mean, they can jump high, but they can't like jump forward. And oh my god! Like there's that one scene where you have to hit those hot tomatoes, because what happens is for those who don't know, the lava bubble, you can only go in the lava. Well, if you want to go into the land, you have to smash these little hot tomatoes and create these little pockets that it can jump into, and you traverse the landscape that way. Now I've seen that section. People play that section. They're bopping around. Bloop, 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 bloop. I tried doing it, and like, bloop, bloop, I couldn't even get up. I couldn't even move. Again, I think it's a damn control. I think it's a damn Joy-Con. And I'm not looking forward to having to drop $80 freaking to get brand new Joy-Cons just because the one that came with my system was shit. And they know it was shit. Nintendo even admitted it was shit. Even Reggie was weeping it was shit. Like, all the new ones will be fixed, we promise. Well, what the fuck's that do to me? You know? Unless you're gonna send me one. Of course, I'm not a YouTube celebrity, so you ain't sending me nothing. I gotta buy my shit, and half the time I can't even find it. I'm sick and tired of that, man. Like, I literally want to give them money, and they're like, no, sorry. We're gonna make 4 copies and give 3 of them to freaking YouTube. Like, come on, man. That does bother me. I ain't gonna lie. That does bug me. But collectively, I don't know how I feel about the game. I don't hate the game. Make no mistake, I don't hate the game. In spite of the fact I'm not a fan of the music. Now, there might be a couple places here or there that I liked, but just overall, it's just... Again, if you're going to contrast it to Mario 64, those themes are iconic. They're legitimately iconic. You have them in your head. Even if you didn't play it that much, you have those themes in your head. Those themes are not here. They're not. And what is here is not equivalent to that. No, don't get me wrong. It's not bad music. It's just it does nothing... it doesn't excel in any one particular thing. Except for that one first initial song. And that first area that you started the game in. Now, I don't know how I feel about the story. I mean, the story is kind of what it is, but... I mean, it's a traditional... Bowser kidnaps Peach, blah, blah, blah. But they sort of did this thing where... I actually wish it had started out in the middle of a fight. Like, the first thing you do is you beat Bowser. That would have been fun. And they didn't do that. Which kind of sucked, because that would have been... they could have done a good tutorial, like, oh, move the thumbstick. They could have done that. Oh, jump. They could have done that. Kick him in the dick. They could have done that. It's kind of annoying. But whatever. Yeah, overall I'm enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, oh my god. There's just a couple blaring issues that I really think have to be addressed. Because I love Mario 64. It's one of my top 5 games, like all time. Mario 64. And it's classic. There's just no getting around that. It's a legit classic. From like everything. And you got the little rabbits are running around, and that moment in Mario 64 when you finally open that stupid door toward the basement area, and you go out there and you see that Boo, and it's like, holy crap, and you kind of chase him and he disappears. It's just oh my god. And then you go down in the basement and you see that stupid dinosaur just floating around, because he looked dead. He looked like he literally looked like a dead dinosaur just floating there in the water. It was just creepy because obviously the way it was designed, the graphic style at the time, he just looked very dead-eyed, like he had been like he had no soul. He just kind of got this little grin, and you kind of jump on his back, and he kind of swims in a circle and doesn't do anything. Yeah, he was creepy. That whole area was creepy. Yeah, again, I don't know. I don't mean to trash the game. I don't want to sound like I'm trashing the game because, well, maybe I am, but I'm not doing it like a typical asshole would do it. Like, this game is just horrible. It just sucks and no. Again, I'm not saying it that way. I'm just saying it. If they could somehow fix the damn controls, we need a little more freaking. We need just a little bit more control over the jumping. I don't know what else to say about that. And I'm telling you right now, I have not beat this, but I'm going to be extremely pissed if Luigi is not unlocked at the end. I'm going to be very angry about that. If Luigi's not a thing in this game, then they damn well better have Luigi's Odyssey as DLC, because if he's not in this game, and Yoshi too better be in the game too. And it's almost saying that. Because I swear to God, if I ain't riding Yoshi, I'll take the damn game back. Okay, you ain't messing with me. Don't take my Yoshi away. Okay. That's why I love Galaxy 2. Love Galaxy 2. I actually wasn't a big fan of Galaxy 1. I liked it, but I think most of the reason I say that is because I got it really late. Because I couldn't find a frickin' Wii. Oh God, I couldn't find a damn Wii. Because I either had the money and couldn't find it, or I could find it and didn't have the money. And it was just so freaking obnoxious. And I didn't get mine until like 2009, which I think it came out in 2007. So yeah, it was a couple years. And it was like, pfft. So I was playing it without any hype. Like right now, Mario Odyssey's hype because it came out today. It's like, you play something 5 years after the fact. There's no fanfare. There's no hype. There's no nothing. So maybe that was part of it. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Well, I didn't enjoy the controls. I hate. Oh my God, the motion controls. Oh my God. Like seriously, Miyamoto and Reggie just need to take each one of those Wiimotes and just shove it up each other's ass. Because no, that's just pushing it for me. I mean, I still to this day have flashbacks to that one E3 where the dude sitting there doing a drum solo with the fucking Wiimotes. And then all these yuppies come out and they start dancing and doing like bugles and flutes and shit with the stupid Wiimotes. What the fuck was that? What in the hell was that? I mean, I understand you're trying to have fun, but when I'm sitting home watching that shit, it's like, no, there's nothing fun about that. There's nothing fun about watching people act stupid. I mean, it's like, come on, man. It's like you wait all this time for a reveal, and there's Miyamoto smiling, teeth bucked out with the stupid Wiimote up to his lips like it's a fucking flute, and he's going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm like, oh my God. Holy Christ, you gotta be shitting me. This is your E3, and there's this guy going boom, 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 boom. They had a fucking musical right there. It was like some sort of retarded musical. Like, oh my God. Wii Music. Yeah, it was a big success. That was a big success. I mean, I'm sure it was fun. I'm sure it was a great hoot. But no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. But seriously, I gotta get a controller. I gotta get a damn controller. Believe me, I tried. I tried, but Nintendo didn't want to supply Amazon with enough freaking copies to give me one. Which is just well, because I had to buy groceries, so it was like, fuck it. There's 30 extra bucks I could buy groceries, so oh well. Maybe next time. Because what I had done is a couple weeks ago, I was going to buy, because it came out on, I don't know, 17th maybe? I don't know when it came out. No, it's 7th or 7th, whatever the fuck it was. Actually, it was weird. It was a Saturday. Why it was coming out on a Saturday? I mean, that should have been, clue one that I wasn't going to get it, but whatever. So I bought it early in the month to be ready for Mario right now, and then they jerked me off and I couldn't do anything, couldn't get the damn thing. So I said, well, shit, I still got the stupid little bobble controller there, the boo boo. God. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you. I mean, if somebody's asking, like, should they get this? Absolutely. I mean, if you got a Switch, get the damn thing. I mean, absolutely. I mean, even if you just poke around the early levels, because, I mean, son, this shit's hard. This shit is hard when you can't jump. And the whole thing is about shitty platforming. Oh my god, and then the depth, there's no depth perception. Because of the camera, there is zero depth perception. Now, obviously, that's always a problem in a 3D game, where it's like, oh, I'm going to jump from here to there, but the camera's in the way, and it looks like I'm jumping further than I really am. Instead, I'm falling short, and it's just blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, that's always a problem, but this game seems to excel at it. It's like, oh, you wanted to jump over here? No, you're going to fall short and die 15 times straight in a row. Oh, my God. I mean, I went from, like 1,000 coins down to, 5 in that one section on, that one capless section on, Luncheon Kingdom. I was like, you're not going to beat me. This game is not going to beat me. I'm going to beat this game. I'm going to get that damn freaking moon. I'm going to get the sumbitch. You ain't going to stop me. It's frustrating. Oh my god, I was screaming. I was cursing. I was kicking the dog. I mean, it was horrible. Probably would have been pretty funny if I had recorded it, which would probably would have made me a YouTube success. Probably would have made me a new star. But whatever. Nintendo won't let us do that. Anyways, I do like the 30-second clip. I wish they'd let it go a little bit longer and then add voice support. We could do voiceover and shit, commentary. Shit, I'd be posting one of those every day with commentary. In fact, I'd have that playing over this instead of just a stupid picture. Oh well. And yeah, I do that simply because, well, it's not that I'm lazy. It's just I don't have the right equipment to do it. So I can do these audios and then just put a screenshot and then upload it. Where if I could have the right proper utensils, I could put it onto the computer. I could then, add stuff, add little clips, and oh, I'm talking about Mario Sunshine. I could show you a clip of Mario Sunshine. You gotta envision it. And you can see Mario, he's got the little jetpack, he's got the little handles, and he's running, and the little things up over his head, shooting the water at all the gunky, inky poop that was on the floor, and he's like, that's Mario Sunshine. You got to picture it, because I know you're looking at a still, but you could be picturing what's going on. And it's great. It's great. Now, one thing, I didn't test this out, but Mario used to stop I'd say on a dime. You could run forward and then pull back, and you would kind of do this little side turn move, this little little put on the brakes kind of move. I don't know if you can I don't remember doing it. I remember trying to do it and falling off the side because the fucker just kept running. I was like, oh, that's the edge of the platform. We'll just keep running. Right off the freaking moat of shit he goes. To be honest with you, I don't know how I feel about the weird ass spaceships that they have. The one looked like Mario's head. It was just weird. It literally was a spaceship in the shape of Mario's head. And this one is in the shape of a hat. I don't know how I feel about that. I like the hat better because it has more of a ship design. It just feels more shiply, if you will. But it's missing something. What else is there to talk about? Is it... Actually, there's not much else to talk about because it's fairly good up to that point. And, you do what you got to do. It's worth getting. I definitely would say Mario Odyssey is worth getting. It is not a 10. Anybody says a 10 is brain damaged, do not listen. Do not listen to them. There is a legitimate issue with the camera. There is a legitimate issue with the control. Or at least the control that I'm using. And I'm assuming a lot of people still have that. The original left Joy-Con that sucks. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who are still using it. And I'm sure there's still a lot of people who are using that with the Joy-Con grip. Like I am. So there is a little bit of a problem there. I think there's a legitimate problem. Now, it could just be me. I could just be a retard. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not any good. I don't know. No, it's not that. Believe me. It's not that. Because there's just, like I said, there's no control over your jumping. And when, especially when you're in those platforms and they're rotating, and when they rotate and they literally just bounce you off and like fling you away, it's hard to jump from one to the, especially when you're, like, for example, numerous times I would be standing on something, on a block, and of course the whole thing is rotating. I would be jumping to the next block, and if you watch and you wait, you can see when it's going to start to do it, and then you pause and you jump as it's turning. Well, that didn't always work out, because sometimes I would jump right, but the block itself that I was jumping off of would be like, no, fuck you, and just like throw me. And it was like, how am I supposed to compensate for that? That happened quite a bit. Where I don't know. Because if anything, he should have slid down the side of it instead of being bounced off. I don't know, it was weird. It was just very, And I wish I could, I wish I had a controller is what I'm saying. Anyways, that's my sort of review. Hopefully, no, it was no spoiler. I didn't spoil nothing. Anybody said, well, you're spoiled? I didn't spoil nothing. I didn't spoil anything. The one thing I am going to spoil, though, is that Princess Peach is a dude. I'm telling you right now. There's this one cutscene where she's in the wedding dress and she leans over and she's got like no cleavage at all. Which means she's either, I think she's a dude. I've always said this from day one. I think Peach is a cross-dressing dude. I don't know if it's like full tranny, but she's definitely packing heat down there. And I know this for a fact. There's documented evidence of it. If you play the original new Mario Brothers for DS, which actually was a good game. I liked that game. I hated the coin one. It felt like a $40 expansion pack, which would have been great if it was like a $20 expansion pack. But as far as like a full game, not very good. But anyways, the original. When you beat the game, and it might be spoilers for this, but whatever. When you beat the game as Mario, Princess Peach is up high. She's up in a cage. The cage disappears, platform disappears, and she floats down. She's going to float down next to Mario. Well, he looks up. Now, keep in mind, she's got a dress on. He looks up, and his exact reaction was, woohoo! Okay, he's looking up her dress going, woohoo! Now you say, okay, whatever. Obviously, he wasn't woohooing about that, but he's just woohooing because that's what he does. And she just happened to be floating down in a dress with her, area hanging out. Well, if you unlock Luigi and play him, which is probably the spoiler for that game, and he looks up and the same thing happens, she's floating down, he looks up and goes, okie dokie. He says okie dokie. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Now, Mario's excited, because I think Mario's a freak. No, make no mistake. Mario's a dirty man. Okay, he's a pervert. Where I think Luigi is on the straight and narrow. He's looking up, he's like, okie dokie. He don't want nothing to do with it. He's like, it is what it is. He looked up and saw Peach had a man part, and was like, hey, whatever. Okie dokie. I'm telling you, she's a freaking dude. Because we know Bowser's asexual. He has no genitals. So he needs a good manhood. And who has a better manhood than Peach? He ain't going after Mario. He ain't going after Luigi. He's going after Peach. Nobody goes after Peach. Nobody. And you look at her lips, the way they're painted. You look. I swear to God, you look at her and you think, is that a dude? Is that a transvestite? And you will never see her the same way again. I guarantee you, your entire childhood, our princess is in another castle. Okay, will be completely turned on its ear when you think of her as a dude. Now again, I'm not saying full tranny, but I'm definitely saying cross-dress, at least bare minimum. Okay, bare minimum, it's a dude. Peach is packing heat when you look up under that dress. That's all I'm saying to you on that. The bitch done pack heat, you know what I'm saying? And you can't deny it either. You can wish a one-hand crap, and you know damn well you can't deny that Peach is not a true woman. You can't deny it. And I just, because that would put a whole different little paint job on things. She's a dude and Mario's hot for her. That he's a freak. And Luigi's like, because everybody thinks Luigi's timid. You think, Luigi doesn't have what it takes to, court a decent woman, except for like Pauline. Whatever. Because he ain't into that shit. Luigi's a cool dude. He ain't into that. He's into death stares and shit. He ain't into like man dicks on his princesses. I mean, he's nice to the princess. He saved the princess. They're friends. But he don't want none of that. He don't want none of that. So I think the writing's on the wall, and people just don't want to hear it and don't want to acknowledge it. Peach is a dude. Peach is a legitimate packing heat dude. Okay. And it is what it is. And it's fine. That's all great and fine. And I'm telling you, because if you think about it, like I said, Bowser's asexual and Peach is a dude. So, because guess what? There was... Now I want to know who the hell kidnapped baby Bowser. Because the original story for that, and this is totally off topic here, but the original story was that it wasn't baby Bowser, or Koopa Jr., whatever the hell his name is, but it was actually Bowser as a baby. That's what the Yoshi game was about. You had the Mario Brothers as babies being delivered by the stork to Yoshi, which is so freaking original. Or actually delivered to the parents, and on the way there, whatever the story was. But Yoshi's had to basically cart his ass from point A to point B, and he'd scream all that time. Wah, wah, wah. Oh my God. Who thought that was a good idea? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Holy shit. And then at the end, the final boss was Baby Bowser, because it was him. They went back in the past. It was the fucking point. I mean, it's called Partners in Time for a reason. They went back in the past, and that's why. And then somehow there was like some sort of temporal split, and the fucking little babies came into our future so they could Mario Kart. Hey, whatever. And I don't know if they ever went back. But somehow Baby Bowser turned into Bowser Jr., which is a whole other character. So, could there be Baby Bowser Jr.? Team up somewhere? Like, I don't know. Obviously they're going to play fast and loose with the time stream. Who the hell am I? Who the hell am I to question? But all I know is that Peach is a dude, and you can't tell me otherwise. You can't. Anyways, that's my Mario Odyssey review. I don't even give a damn if you liked it or not. I don't give a fuck. You made it this far, I got your view, motherfucker. I don't give a damn. I'm just kidding, but seriously, it's like the controls bug me. They do. I can deal with the music because the music is good. It just doesn't really fit, if that makes sense. Like there's, I don't know really how else to say it. So, anyways, that's it.